So just last week, we told you how 17 child sex abuse cases filed against the bankrupt Buffalo Diocese in recent years can now move forward in state court.
In the sex abuse scandal, COVID, the closing of dozens of parishes, really taking a toll on so many parishioners right here in Western New York. And we want to spend some time looking a little closer at all of this for you tonight. Take a look at attendance. On average, in 2014, more than 130,000 parishioners made it to church every week throughout the diocese. Now, fast forward to 2023, only around 57,000 people were actively attending, a dramatic 56% drop in attendance. The same goes for baptisms and marriages, a 41% drop in baptisms, only half of the number of marriages in 2023 from 2014. In just a decade, the diocese losing a drastic amount of parishioners, as many of you know, and the diocese says by next June you can expect 78 churches to close and merge. Although it is clear many have left the Catholic Church, there are still loyal parishioners who go every Sunday to worship. And I spoke with one of them today about why he and his family continue to support the diocese and what he thinks needs to be done to keep the church going and renew faith in its leaders. What does the church need to do to bring more people back? Is there anything they can do?
You know, the diocese is really, it's an uphill battle for them. Between the abuse scandal that hit, COVID, and now with the church closures, and for some, you know, the church closures was the last straw to walk away from the faith. While the diocese is leading the process, walking away isn't always the answer. There is more to your faith and religion than the building and the people that are leading you.
So why go to church every Sunday?
For the longest time, it was because that was required of us for Catholics. As a child, that would probably have been my answer. As I've grown older, it's a time for me to reflect on life, understand the teachings,
we pray to the Lord,
and then how that helps me become either a better father for my children or just a better human being within society.
More cases are about to come forward once again. How do you feel about what is that going to do? Do you think that will set back the church? Is there something that you would recommend the Catholic Church do to maybe reach our youth or to make some sort of a change?
I think one of the things is people don't feel the ability to connect with priests as much. You fill that void sometimes with really good deacons that are there, but again, it's not the same. So,
and for people who aren't aware, deacons are allowed to be married and have a family.
That's correct, yeah.
So we have heard discussion, I've heard from other parishioners who have said, you know, perhaps they're going to have to make it so that priests can also be married. What's your thought on that?
I would be open to that.
A lot of people think that the Catholic Church is not accepting of everyone.
I would agree. That is a very obvious perception. We need to be accepting of everyone. Everyone has a right to worship.